Tonight, imagine waking up 40,000 years ago. Your body hurts. Your leg is bleeding. There are no hospitals, no pharmacies, no antibiotics, no painkillers, no doctors waiting to help. One infected cut could end your entire life. So how did ancient humans survive? The surprising answer is, many of them didn't. For most of human history, disease was one of the deadliest predators on Earth. Long before lions, long before wars, long before cities even existed. Archaeologists have found ancient skeletons showing broken bones, infected teeth, and healed injuries. That last detail changes everything. Because a healed bone tells an incredible story. Someone survived, someone recovered, and someone helped them. A person with a broken leg cannot hunt. They cannot run. They cannot gather food. Yet many ancient skeletons show complete healing. That means families carried injured people for weeks, sometimes for months. Survival wasn't only about strength. It was about cooperation. But kindness alone couldn't stop infection. Nature became humanity's first pharmacy. Thousands of years before written history, people watched animals carefully. A sick deer chewed certain leaves. A wounded ape rubbed plants onto cuts. Birds lined nests with insects that killed parasites. Humans noticed these patterns. Then they experimented. Some plants reduced pain. Others stopped bleeding. Some were deadly mistakes. Every generation slowly built a library of survival. Without writing a single word, every successful plant became priceless knowledge. One of the oldest medicines was tree bark, not because people understood chemistry, but because they noticed it eased pain. Thousands of years later, scientists discovered willow bark contained salicin, the natural chemical that inspired aspirin. Ancient people didn't know the molecule. They only knew the result. Honey was another miracle. A deep cut covered with raw honey often healed better than expected. Modern science now knows honey naturally slows bacterial growth. What looked like magic was biology. Clay was another unexpected weapon. Certain mineral-rich clays trapped harmful bacteria. Some ancient cultures packed wounds with clean clay before wrapping them. It wasn't perfect, but sometimes it worked. Fire also became medicine. Wooden tools were heated before touching wounds. The heat killed many invisible microbes, even though nobody knew microbes existed. How could people discover treatments without microscopes? By watching, by remembering, and by surviving long enough to teach the next generation. Knowledge became as valuable as food. In every tribe, someone remembered which berry caused death and which root saved lives. Those people became the first healers, not because they had degrees, because they had experience. Yet ancient medicine had limits. A deep chest infection, a burst appendix, or blood poisoning usually meant death. No herb could stop every disease. Life expectancy stayed brutally short. Infant mortality was terrifyingly high. Even small injuries could become fatal within days. So why didn't humanity disappear? Because evolution quietly changed us too. Our immune system became stronger with every generation that survived. The people most resistant to disease were more likely to have children. Over thousands of years, natural selection slowly strengthened human defenses. Your immune system is carrying the victories of countless forgotten ancestors. But survival wasn't only happening inside the body. It happened around the campfire too. When someone became sick, others gathered food, protected them from predators, shared water, and waited. Compassion became a survival strategy. A tribe that cared for its injured often kept valuable hunters, experienced elders, and skilled toolmakers alive. Helping one person increased everyone's chances of surviving. That may be one reason kindness survived evolution. So the next time you open a medicine cabinet, remember this. Inside that small box is knowledge built over tens of thousands of years. It began with frightened humans tasting unfamiliar plants, watching wounded animals, making dangerous mistakes, and refusing to give up. Modern medicine didn't appear overnight. It grew from millions of tiny experiments, performed by ordinary people who simply wanted to see another sunrise.